Hey guys, I want to welcome you to my first ever YouTube video. This one's going to be my nail care routine. So I'm going to kind of go over after a hard week at work, how to take care, or how I take care of my nails after a long week. So it's going to be kind of a long video, so stick around and yeah, so let's get started. So first off, I'm going to start by removing any leftover nail polish. I use a peel-off base coat so everything kind of comes off. And I use this jar that I got at a nail supply store. I use it to store all of my acetone, and it has a little pump feature. And then this way I don't waste acetone using a Dappen dish and it doesn't dry out. I can close the lid and it saves it. And of course, in all of my acetone, except what I use for stamping, I use Lilianne's Garden acetone additive, and I will have her storefront link down below. So first things first, we take off all the polish, and for time's sake, I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. Okay, so now that we have all the polish removed, at this point, I'm going to start doing some cuticle remover just to kind of get the dryness away. I've been using this Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover, which it doesn't remove your cuticles, it just softens them. I've been using this for over a year now to help keep my cuticles looking good. I do this about once a week. So you just take a little bit and put it around your cuticle area. Just kind of let it soak in. So I usually do one hand at a time because it does dry out after a while, and this stuff can be drying on your hands. So I just do one hand at a time, and plus it just makes a mess and drips everywhere. And sorry, I'm kind of stuffy. Okay, so now we're going to use a cuticle pusher. I got this one from Kathy from Vinylicious. I will also link her storefront down below. It has a semi-hard tip. To me, it kind of feels like stone. And I use that to push back my cuticles. It's pretty gentle. You can use an orange stick, or if you have a metal cuticle pusher, you can use that as well. So I just take this and I kind of gently push back the cuticle area, kind of scraping off anything that's dead underneath. And just kind of scrape away. Okay, so now that we have all the cuticles scraped on the one hand, I did prep the other hand. So once you're done with this, you want to go ahead and wash your hands just to remove any excess. So I just remove it, and yeah, that's it. Moving on from here, we are after I wash my hands, I kind of go back with these cuticle nippers. I know most people don't use them. I like to use them because I'm a cuticle biter and I want to remove anything that's excess or hanging from my cuticles, because I will chew on them and that can cause more damage than good, obviously. So I go through and I kind of look through my nails and see if there's anything that I need to, any loose like skin that I need to cut off, and I just nip it like that. So then once a week I also do a mani soak. I have several Mani Bombs, but recently I have been using this Mani Fizz from Liliane's Garden. This is one of her new products, and it comes in a jar with a little gelato spoon that you can scoop and kind of cater to however much or however little you really want to use. And it's pretty light and fluffy. I wish you could smell this because it is cotton candy and it smells amazing. And I have to say that a little bit of this goes a long, long way. I've used this 3 or 4 times now, and I absolutely love how moisturizing it is. And because my cuticles are so dry, I use a little extra. So you get yourself a bowl of warm to hot water. As hot as you can handle is usually best. And you take it and you just pop, and it's fizzy. So my camera doesn't want to focus on all that fizzy goodness, so I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here. Oh, wrong way. And we're going to zoom out so that you can see this fizz in action because it's super fizzy. So typically I add 3 generous scoops to my water, and I use probably about 3 to 4 cups of water. Just kind of eyeball it. I don't have a exact recipe. I use it, do the scoops until the water's cloudy. So 3 to 4 scoops usually is what I use. If you use a smaller bowl, you can do less. And then you just dunk and wiggle your fingers. I like to kind of wiggle. I couldn't find 10 minutes. So this is about 11 minutes. This is about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how fast your water cools off. And I just kind of leave it in there. And then once I'm done, I just kind of rub it in a little bit and kind of get that moisture where I want it. Excuse me. And I go from there. And you always want to pat dry after this. I wouldn't rub your hands dry. So I did pat them dry so that I could touch this without leaving water spots. This is Liliane's Garden New Whipped Sugar Scrub. I do use this daily. And I use it to remove any dirt from under my nails. I use it to clean my cuticles out. And as you can see on the ingredient list, she does use really good ingredients. She makes this all at home. It's a regular sugar scrub that is mixed with a soap. So it not only exfoliates your hands and under your nails, but it does clean them as well. Excuse me. And as you can see, I have used quite a bit, and it smells amazing. This one is Dreamsicle, so it smells like those orange and vanilla popsicles, and as you can see, I've kind of scooped big chunks out of it. So next we have the sugar scrub, and I use this daily or every other day. I do use this in the shower every other day on my hands, and this is also scented in Dreamsicle. This contains so many wonderful ingredients, and it's super exfoliating, super moisturizing, and I've been using it for months now, and I have to say my cuticles would not be the same without it. And she does include, as part of the ingredients, she does use her cuticle oil. And if you haven't tried Liliane's Garden Cuticle Oil yet, you need to, because it is absolutely amazing stuff. I have mountains of it, and I recommend it highly. I will link her storefront down below, like I said. So I want to make sure we close those up because we don't want the air to get to them for a long period of time, because the sugar will start to crystallize. And if it does crystallize on you, what I found works is just add a few drops of water to it and let it sit with the lid closed, and it kind of reconstitutes the sugar. So yeah, good stuff. So excuse my poor lighting in my bathroom, but I had to white balance this because it was very orange. So this is just how I use the whipped sugar scrub on the sugar scrub. So I get my toothbrush because I am ghetto and don't have a nail brush. So I use this toothbrush. It's soft bristles, so it works for me. It has a good handle. So I just take a scoop out with the toothbrush. And then I just kind of put some in my hand and smush it into the toothbrush so I get all the bristles wetted a little bit, and then just rub it in. Now we'll speed this up. So after that's done, you just give it a good rinse. I go through one more time just to make sure I get all the sugar out from underneath my nails. Get all the stuff out from underneath the nails, just rinse everything off, nice and clean. And then we move on to the sugar scrub. So for the sugar scrub, I just take a nice big scoop. And I just rub it into my cuticles and into my hands, making sure I exfoliate as much as I can. And once it's all rubbed in and you've done all your exfoliating, give it a good rinse. Rinse that up from underneath your nails. And perfect. Then you want to pat them dry. And then just to add more moisture, and this I use several times a day, this is her cuticle oil in a pen, and it has a clickable way to release the oil from the pen instead of a twist like most do. This has a click pen, so I find that per hand 2 clicks is perfect, gives me the right amount of oil, and I just put that right around my cuticles. Just like that. And I also put it up underneath the nail, just because you want to hydrate there as well. Keep your nails strong. And I wait about 15 minutes. And then I rub it all in. If you don't have the luxury of waiting for 15 minutes, just rubbing it in is fine. But I like to kind of let it soak in, especially after nail care. As you can see, it's all rubbed in. Absorbs really, really quickly. The next product that I use daily, this is the solid lotion tube, and I wash my hands pretty constantly at work, and this lasts through at least 1 to 2 hand washings. So I like to use this to keep my hands and nails hydrated throughout the day, and I use this like all over my body. So I'll use it on my elbows, I'll use it on my forearms, I'll use it on my knees, anywhere that is really dry. It does have a somewhat of a waxy consistency, but it still absorbs really, 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 really well. I think of it as like my own personal moisture gloves when I wear them. it absorbs really, really nice. It does leave a very matte finish on the skin, which is really nice. And it's handy. So next, I want to share with you Liliane's lotion. And this I do use daily. As you can see, there's a lot of hydrating products that I use to keep my hands and cuticles really, 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 really hydrated. So this is her lotion, and this is actually a new formula. And you can see I've used quite a bit of it. Her old formula was a much thinner formula, and recently she has reformulated to make it a little bit of a thicker consistency that most people, when they use lotion, are used to. So as you can see, it looks like a lotion. It's fairly thick, but it's not heavy or greasy in any way. It absorbs into the skin really, really quickly. And that's what I love about Misty's products, is that they absorb really, really fast, and they don't leave me feeling greasy. They don't leave my skin feeling oily or thick or heavy, or however you want to put it. They just work really, really well. So if you've used her products before, you'll love this one. Even if it's reformulated, but you're still going to love it. So this is one of the other products that I wanted to bring up. This is Misty's Whipped Body Butter. Right now they are not available during the summer, just because the melting point is so low on these that in shipment they would melt, considering the warmer temperatures. But she will resume selling these in the fall. But it is a very thick formula. It's very heavy, very intense, but it is made to be that way. And as you can see, I've used quite a bit of this. I have emptied 2 other jars, but this one I'm starting to get through. A little bit of this goes a long way if you're going to use it during the day. But I use this mostly at night, or like right after a shower. I'll use it, because a very, very little bit of this goes a very long way. So literally, when you're using it, all you need is this much. This much. That's it. It's literally a pea-sized amount. And as you can see, like when I put it into my hand, it immediately starts to melt. And this is a very light touch. And just with the warmth of my skin, it melts really, really quickly. And rub it in. And I usually let this sit for a couple of hours, and let it absorb. And as you can see, once it's fully absorbed, it's perfectly moisturizing. Now I'm moving into base coats. I use this Beauty Secrets from Sally's just for swatching, because it works as a peel-off base coat for me. For some reason, this will not make my mani stick, so it works really, really well if I just need a base coat, and it's really, really cheap. And because I change my nails often anyway, it works, and you can see I've used a lot of it. I prefer this to the UNT peel-off because it doesn't leave a residue when the nails peel. When I'm going naked or don't feel like painting my nails, which is rare, I use Stash Polish's over-attached base coat. I will leave her storefront in the description box below. But this is a wonderful base coat. It lasts on me several days without feeling any chipping, and it protects my nails from breaking. But I'm going to be swatching on today after this video, so I'm using the Beauty Secrets base coat. And I just apply 1 coat, make sure to cap the tips, and you're done. So thank you everybody for watching this first video. I hope it's not too awkward, and please like and subscribe, and hopefully my videos will get better in the future. Bye! Oh.